Hey guys, what's up? Tzahi here. I'm gonna be playing BeamNG.drive. It's it's an indie game made by a few developers. I'm playing on version this 0.305 point 0.3.0.5. So let's get started. Basically what this game is, it's a game where it focuses on realism when it comes to driving and the vehicles and destruction of only the vehicles. Actually, I don't think the environment is really destructible, but that's really what it focuses on. And it uh it's basically two things. It's a great physics because it has really good physics. It has to have really good physics for the next part, which is realism. The car will break if you decide to do something that would break the car. Um, I don't know if it's too loud. Let me just see if I can turn the audio off. I like the controls on it. It's pretty smooth. I think I have to exit out. Okay, pretty smooth controls. You could actually use your Xbox controller with it, which I'm actually using. Or you could use your keyboard if you want. You have a selection of maps here. You have the cliff, which is just to show the destruction part of it. I'll show you that later. You have this pure grid, which is just a grid. Some other ones like arenas, and then just this for testing and a racing map. So let's go to Small Island, USA, somewhere in the USA. And there are some problems with this game. It's obviously in alpha, so you will find some problems. Like sometimes the controller won't work, but it's a nice, fun game. Oh, see, like right now the controller isn't working, so I'm gonna have to use the keyboard. And the keyboard controllers are a bit weird because the arrow keys are actually what move it. I could actually show you it right now. So these are the controls right here. It's actually the arrow keys that move your car. So you have to use the arrow keys for that. So you have a nice amount of controls. Like you have a parking brake that you could use. You know, the left turn signal, right turn signal, and both. I think it's with this. Yeah. You could see the controls all in here. All the controls. So basically what this, I already told you what the game is looking for, but it's basically the physics of it, and I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. Like that. Like that type of physics where you if you crash, like that's how you would crash if you crashed in real life. Obviously not exactly how you would crash, but your car might actually become non-functional if you do it enough. And I'm not sure if this is just me, but I find some pretty weird screeching noises. You probably hear it too. Not sure if that's only me, but I guess maybe that's one of the things in alpha, or maybe that's what happens when you lose control of a car. Or you could actually reload your vehicle. And it's not just this vehicle that they have. One sec, if I'm able to actually go on top, I could show you some more vehicles here. There's a button you could actually press, like stop the physics of the game. It's J, I think. Yeah. See, so it kind of pauses it. Here it's actually Control W. I'm not able to. There. It actually stops everything. Okay, let's put the parking brake on. There we go. So, oh no, wrong one. So here you have two things. You have the parts configuration right here, where you could actually change like certain parts of the car. Like it shows you what part it is. Like here you have cab or whatever. You can make it empty, and it looks pretty funny in that case, to be honest. But yeah, you could do that. Oh no, oh no. Okay, stop being weird. Okay, I'm not sure why that happened. So here, I'll actually reset it. Let's put the parking brake on with P and Control E. So you could see there's a nice selection of vehicles. Some of them aren't vehicles, like cones. That's an actual cone. But you can get like this one, which I think it's like the sports car. Like I'm not really good with cars, but if this was a car that I would have to name, or else I would, be like murdered or something, in some kind of weird scenario that I would think of while I'm trying to go to sleep, um, I would have to say it's a Corvette. But I really wouldn't know. I'm not good with cars, so I don't want to embarrass myself. So I don't know exactly what type of car it is, but like some of them are like kind of like remakes of cars, but not exact remakes of cars. But they have a nice selection here. Actually, with some of them, like I think with this, you have like V8 automatic or sport, and you have like this, and you get the cargo uplift, and I think it's with this one you get the police package. It's here. It's this car, and they all usually have the same design. I mean, like the police package is obviously different than the other one, but usually similar design. So this game, I should probably talk about the game. It does cost $15, which is actually not expensive when you compare it to other games and the amount of work that was done in it. If you look at it, it looks really nice. The physics are really good. So it's definitely worth the $15. It's an alpha, so it's going to be buggy. And this game might not be for you. As you can see, it has pretty hard physics. Like, here, damn it. If I go out of here, exit the main menu, and I go play, and here, let's go off the cliff. You'll see how hard the physics are. Like, your car will be destroyed if you decide to crash. Here, you could watch. See, and by the end of it, it looks like a squashed cockroach, because it ends up being beaten up so much, and that's the buggy part. Two things that I could explain here is you could see I don't know what it's called here. This right here is kind of loose and it's acting weird, and here's the buggy part where it actually gets stuck. You could actually reload it with Control R to reload it in place. I'm not sure why it actually changed my vehicle then, but you could do Control R to reload it in place, or R to reload it from the last place where you press Control R, which is kind of weird, but you're able to get used to it. So if you're into like the arcade style racing and not into any type of racing, this game might not be for you. But it really depends what type of game you're into. If you really don't want to play any kind of realistic game like this, where it's more of a casual game. I mean, I'm sure they'll release modding tools where you could mod it more, and they'll obviously come out with better mods. But right now, it is what it is, and what you see is what you get. But obviously, they are going to be updating it, and it will, I think, become a great game. And I really love the physics in it. As you can see, the car is completely obliterated at this point. So basically, to wrap it up, it's a very fun game if you like just casually just driving around and maybe exploring, or just crashing if you want. I sometimes just crash for the heck of it. But it depends. It might not be for you. Maybe you like more of a fast-paced game, and this is not fast-paced, because if you crash, then your car might stop working, and that happens a lot. So that's why, games like GTA 5, if you crash, it won't destroy your car, because then that wouldn't be fun in that kind of game. So it might not be for you. It could be for you. It really all depends. I think there's a demo on the website that will be in the description. Go check it out, and if you like it, then I highly recommend that you buy it, because I think it will only get better. If you don't like it, then that's it. It's just not your type of game. This is the type of game where you either like it or you don't. But I got it, and I think it's definitely worth it, in my opinion. I like these types of games. It's what I play if I really have nothing else to do, because that happens a lot, but not because it's a boring game, but it's a fun game, that's why. But it's more of a casual game. So I hope you like this video, this semi review showing off of the game. So if you want to like the video, then go ahead. If you don't, then don't. But see ya.